over here. And to the ones in the middle, good afternoon. Yeah, that's happened when you're living on a round planet. You get different time zones. And we only got this hour to be okay for everybody. In America, it's about 8 o'clock. In South Africa and the whole upwards part, and it's a long upwards part, it's about 5 o'clock. And in England, it's probably around 6 o'clock, maybe 4 o'clock. And in all those European countries, this is an hour that we can all be up. If you had MSI'd some size, 11 a.m. in New York. Wow, so you guys don't need to get up early for the live. Guys, that's one thing that got me down a lot in my life. When you are young, hey Deborah, are you here? Got my number 24. Okay, back to work. You know what? I had trouble getting up in the mornings a lot. I couldn't get up, couldn't get my eyes to open. And in my 40s, gone. I was able to just get up, leap out with Enzo. I was just able to leap out of the bed at any moment, be fully awake. But in my 20s and my early 30s, hey, I don't like the look in your eyes. Out of that pot with the mud. Out! He is now in the pot with his feet, and now he's gonna want to run downstairs. And then I have to clean up again, Zach. Yeah, so guys, we got pasteurized. We are now germ-free. Nature pasteurized us. We got heated up until some of the towns were in the high 30s, early 40s. And then all of a sudden hit by an ice cold wind. A cold front. The blue teeth. The blue teeth on the TV screen showing up on its way to your country. Well, if you are in South Africa, it comes from the south end of the world, where it is really cold. Hey MacGyver! He is there screaming out of the bushes. But the South Pole is really cold, and if those winds approach us, we really do get pasteurized. So we got this little heat for a few days, and guys, it was just for about 3 or 4 days. But when I open up a tin of cat food out of the cupboard and I scoop it out with my finger, that's what I do, it's hot. It's hot. That's how you know you have just been pasteurized. We do too, but our cats want us up. Yeah, there's a difference between if you want to get up and if you can't. Because I was of the sleeping kind. I would not get up if it's not getting up time. Saggies, out of there. Out of there. He's in the next spot. Let me just get him out of there. Come on. That doesn't look good. He's cleaning up the pots. And I'm not going to tell what's in there. Beautiful animals. Yeah, and I think his breath is going to be beautiful as well now. Harder to get up when it's cold. Absolutely. Oh, Zach, stop this now. Come on. Now I have to push this back so you guys can't jump in it. You know, when my dad used to take us uh, to school, he worked at a company that started 6 o'clock. We only started close to 8 o'clock. And in the middle of winter, then we took a ride with him. He dropped us off at school, and we had to spend 2 hours in that icy cold. And then they changed it to he starts 5 o'clock. I remember it. Guys, if you're 6 years old, you don't carry that much body heat with you. You have to be, and it was colder than now. We had a thing called rape. Yeah, it sounds like that. It's got a different meaning. And it is a substance that is covering, it's ice, covering the grass. And it was cold as you can get. And then we used to run and ski on it until our feet almost got, what is that thing, frostbite. So we decided, let's play soccer. And we started playing soccer on those rugby fields, but we started early. And I loved playing soccer. It was amazing. I couldn't believe that I enjoyed it that much. And I thought, wow, it would be great to be a professional soccer player. And I thought, if I could pursue this. But then came payback. Yeah, I was born at the wrong time. Payback is when the country is given away and now you have to make up for what all the others got. How can I put it? They were looking after themselves and now you have to pay it back. So there was no way for me to get into Bafana. That's our soccer team. No way. There was no way. It's impossible. But I paid it back. That isn't just another piece of payment. Michelle Sherman, you're phoning me. But yeah, I took a lot of shots here in South Africa. But I think life is better now. In 94, I was an apprentice. I was being treated really bad by my fellow South Africans. I was being paid the very least in the company while having the highest qualification in the company. And they've got no words to, they cannot look me in the eye. Did you have the man purse? I got it. Thank God I got my boat with, what is that? Winterized. The block would crack if it wasn't. Okay. Missed a call from Michelle. Yeah. So I have been paying from that day forward every day for something I did not have any part in. I wasn't allowed to get any tender, any job, any government job. Started my own business, then you just go totally under investigation all the time. Gave it up because I realized you cannot make money. I had a great business, guys. I had my friends in China because they didn't boycott me. They didn't have sanctions against me. They could actually sell me goods. I couldn't buy goods from anywhere else. I could only buy goods from the Chinese. So I want to thank the Chinese people for helping me through that at least 10 to 12 years. If it wasn't for them, we would not be here. And yeah, then you have to sell directly to the public. But if you sell directly to the public, you are being monitored like you won't believe. They just want to take you down because you owe us. And then the last couple of days arrived. The last 2-3 months. Now, like everybody knows, and I want to say this, the guy across the street at this place that you can see there in the background, that big place. There's a lot of people living there. Yeah, the guy, he killed his 2 children and then hung himself. And when his girlfriend got back home from where she was working, she found the notes and the stuff. And that got me into a serious thinking problem, where I had to figure out what is wrong. What is the reason why the young people are doing these kinds of things? And I got the answer. I figured it out. They have nothing to live for. They cannot make money. They have to just go to sleep at night, keep their mouths shut, eat whatever there is, what they are given, because they can go out, they do go out and ask for money, and then it gets taken from them by that place, because that's a sanctuary that takes the money, and it gives them place to stay. But then I started seeing hundreds of young people, all colors, all races. No one has a chance in this country right now. And I tried to figure out what is wrong, what is happening in this country. And guys, when the bank took me on with this property, according to them, 9 million South African rand property that I own, and I was still a little behind on my payments because YouTube kept paying less and less and less, and I got into serious trouble. And then they wanted to auction my house, and then I saw their figures. They wanted to sell it for about 700,000 rand. And if it didn't sell, they want to come down more and more. And I saw how they were trying to steal this property away from me. But where do the money go? When they take your house, where do that money go? And then I realized, wait a minute, we've got another gang. They just kept their mouths shut for 40 or 50 or 60 maybe years. It wasn't nice to discover that there is a lot of people that I know in this gang. You think so, Secret? I had the date. I had the date where they were asking to take it and put it on a public auction. We saved it, or not we. Deborah, Christine Culver, they were the main ones who saved this house. So I went with the corrupt. It's not corrupt if it's the law. It's just very rude, but it's not corrupt, Melissa. Then, now, I figure out what is happening. Who was going to end up with my money? The money that I've worked my whole life for to build this house, to get it up to a $9 million rand house. Now let's say, for argument, $1 million house, and they were going to just take it, auction it somewhere where I won't even be around, and it will be gone. And I figured, whoa, wait a second. We are not as poor as we look. No, 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 no. Guys, we have people in this country with millions in the bank. A lot of millions in the bank. All sitting for the last 30 years doing nothing but collecting interest. Not contributing to any business, not starting any business, only sitting there collecting thousands and thousands of rands every month out of hard-working people who have to cope with all the tricks in the book that it gets thrown to them. Like, remember, COVID. Doesn't matter. You're behind. We take your house. We sell it for nothing. We take that little money. You still owe us the rest. We divide it amongst ourselves for our interest. So, yeah, people I never even thought about. Only now. They stick out like sore thumbs to me. I see them. I recognize them by the things that they do. They've got a pattern. They're all the same. And there's a lot of us here. Mr. Beelzebub, upgrade, member level 2. Thank you. Guys, and I had declared these people my enemy, because they were the ones that was pushing me. I have to get all my animals killed and hand over my house. Now, when you actually start thinking, how am I going to kill these animals that I can afford? They've put me in a very, very bad position. They've put me in a position where I cannot accept them as anything else but an enemy to me. They hide behind the banks. So guys, the banks are not the problem. We all thought the banks are the problem. It is the people behind the bank. The everyday people walking amongst us. My dad worked his whole life, and every cent that he earned throughout his life was taken from him by these people. It's now in their accounts. All the money that he earned, because he earned it, and he spent it. He didn't drink at all. He drank some Coca-Cola like me. He smoked, but he stopped for 15 years. He never went to the doctor. He didn't spend much on operations. He never had an operation in his life. He was healthy. All that money that he earned throughout his life, since he was 15 until he was 74. All that money is in other people's bank accounts who collected the interest and sold his house. by using the banks. So it's not the banks, it's the people behind the banks. And that is, but it's not that I'm looking for trouble with them. It's that they are a knife in my back. That's what they are. Now, I'm not talking about in other countries. You have different options for people. Like in the US, this is possible. You can earn interest on your money because there is, at least your country has 10 different car brands that are being manufactured. There is jobs. A job can be done and you can earn money and you are able to pay a low interest rate easily. But in South Africa, no work, no our own car dealership that sells cars made in South Africa, nothing of the sort. So, oh, here comes Jackie.
Hi everyone! Message.
Jackie, would you tell Michael that it's Mr. Billsy Bud's birthday?
Is it Mr. Beelzebub's birthday?
Happy birthday!
Mr. Beelzebub? Hey, Diego, you want to say happy birthday to Mr. Beelzebub? Let's do that. Happy birthday, Mr. Beelzebub. Hope you are 18 years old. I didn't think he was good. I didn't let him say that, Beelzebub, but I hope you feel like you're 18 years old. Oh, let me try. My fingers are freezing. My fingers are freezing. I see, Michelle, you tried to tell me, but you were calling me all the time. Guys, my hands. I can't believe it's so cold. It got really cold. No, all of the good jobs are all outsourced, cheaper labor. In South Africa, the robber baron ran the show. No. In South Africa, there is a group of people who have all the money. Yeah, we have got so much in this country. You guys will never, how can I put it, understand unless you come and see. But it is all the people. There was a referendum, guys. And it's all the people before that referendum that was able to vote. They were in a position to set themselves up for life. All they have to do is put the money in the bank and then collect the interest from there on forever. And they did that. And they are millions. And they did not invest in any infrastructure, any business, anything at all. They did not buy anything. And that is eating away at our South Africa now. The young people have got no company to walk in where they can go and work. And I just realized this when I saw what happened. And then they steal your house legally. They take it and they auction it off. And they take that money as interest. So I really have a problem with interest collectors now. I am very, very upset with this. Because they are taking houses that has been paid for 25 years or 30 years. You know, you get a 30-year bond now. Now you pay your house for 27 years and they come and they take it from you and they steal it and they sell it and they give you so little. I am 56. Beelzebub, you don't look a day over than 21 to me. But don't feel a day over 52. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you very much, Mr. Beelzebub. Hi, back to you, Michael, from Northern Coast of California. Yeah, let's go get the boys food. Let's feed them. But guys, this is a real ugly thing that sticks its head out. And I'm having conversations with these people. I want to try and find out if they know what damage they are causing. If they haven't, just an idea of, wow, yeah, maybe we should do something about it. You know, if you know that you are doing wrong, you are lining up generations to have nothing. Maybe you could change your mind. They're not going to change their mind. I could see it. They are going to keep on going, and someone will pay that interest, doesn't matter what happens, and they will keep on upping that interest until whatever. If you fall behind, they're going to auction your house. Luckily for us, unluckily for them, our government, the government that's so corrupt and so bad, has helped us, guys. They have had judges that had it to vote to decide if a bank can just throw you out of your house, or if they have to go through a whole expensive procedure to get you out. And 2 of those judges said, no, just throw him out. And 3 of those judges said, no, you have to follow a proper procedure. And that is what saved us. So I want to say thank you to our government for doing that, because that gave me some time to get into a better position and save the zoo house. But guys, your enemy is amongst you. They're not living in another country and hating you. They've got their own things to do. It's a terrible thing when you realize these things and you have to live with these people. Pixie, you are just really, really difficult today. But yeah, that is something that is happening here every day. I guess that's when you are capitalistic and you have a system that, how can I put it, it's a little communistic, but the banks are still trying, or the people. Remember guys, a bank is a dead thing. It's not alive. Just checking for food for the cats. And yeah, we figure it out as we go along. Oh, my fingers. Oh, look at how red they are. But we were really, the house is so hot, guys. It baked in the sun and in this heat for a week. If you walk in, it's like a heat wave hitting you inside the house. In the very cold. So we really did get pasteurized. In Afrikaans it's pasteuriseer. Yeah, I need gloves, but then I won't be able to do anything on the phone. Yeah, thank you, Melissa F, for telling people about my PayPal. Hey, Christine Culver, thank you so much for your donation. And there was another one. Oh, I cannot remember the name, with $50. Oh, please forgive me. I am thanking you. I can't remember your name right now. But Christine, thank you. You also giving me a donation, and it is what makes us survive. So my YouTube money was a little less last month, and the donations made up for it and made us. I went and I bought some cat food and stuff today, and we might make it, but yeah, no, I'm not going to spoil the surprise, Deborah. How do tigers take the cold? Oh, they love it. They love the cold very much. The thing is, I think they were built for the colder weather. That's why they swim in the colder weather. But they can take the heat. They are able to. But I remember when Enzo came upstairs to sleep when it's a hot day, it would be a little hot for him. So I think this cold weather is just what the doctor ordered. Yeah. Yeah, they live in a rainforest. But yeah, guys, like that, it is not nice to realize who is it that was gonna take the zoo house from me. You have small debt to pay, then see Michael Mutkadir Ali. But Mutkadir, you have also helped me so many times. But guys, you know, there's a set of rules for every country. I'm not saying you are not supposed to have money in the bank and collect some interest on it. But if everybody is doing that and forcing the younger generation to basically commit suicide, then there must be something wrong with it. And then there is no companies building anything. You know, here in South Africa, we used to manufacture our military helicopter, the Rooivalk. Now that is the equivalent to the Apache helicopter in the US. Now, parts of that was manufactured at the company where I was working. And my dad made all those programs that milled out the wings, the wings that was a carbon wing, so he made the molds where they made that. Illegal animal trafficking took place in LAX airport when inspectors found a tiger cub in a suitcase. Oh no. Yeah, Gary. Now that animal is probably going to get put down unless someone intervene. Hey Michael, congrats to your team. Up 16-6 at the half, then winning 12-11. Shenzhen, that was the very most difficult second half ever. They had to defend so well. You see, the All Blacks are good. They know when they're going to strike. And they strike in the second half. So to block them all the way, that took a lot. It's only a game, but it's not only a game. It's like going to war, and some will survive. Those guys are going to recover from their injuries. It's going to take longer than a year for them to recover from their injuries. I can tell you that much. But they're getting some good money for it. It's rugby. It was the Rugby World Cup. All the countries in the world took place. Okay, maybe not all the countries, but all the ones that qualified. And South Africa won it for the 4th time. We were the defenders actually this year. So of course we took it the last time as well. So we are the best rugby players in the world. But I'm going to give it to you guys. The All Blacks are really, really close to us. But the first game that was played, South Africa played against Ireland. And Ireland won. And I was torn because of my Irish history. I was like, whoa, that's not too bad. I'll take it. And but then I won again when I won with South Africa. So I won in all ways. Oh, my hands are freezing. But yeah, guys, it's not nice when you start unraveling the things that happened in the past and things start bothering you. If you're not an honest person, doesn't matter. But if you are and you were playing against them by the rules, secret to buy 2 pumpkins to Enzo and Diego for Halloween. Oh, we don't get those big pumpkins here. The ones you get in Texas, you get them in Texas everywhere. Yeah, we don't get those. I'll see what I can do. Football originated from Italy. Let me just get this food for the ducks. To buy 2 pumpkins for Enzo and Diego for Halloween. Mutkadir Ali. Yeah, those pumpkins. Those are the ones I'm talking about. When I was in Texas, we drove past some very, very high-class houses. And they had the most amazing displays. Oh, guys, they were putting in some effort there. They knew it was going to be Halloween. It's like walking past the rockets at NASA. They were really planning to go to the moon. They didn't do that, build those rockets for the fun of it. Those things were built to go to the moon with. Let me just see how I can carry this. My fingers are hurting so much from the cold. But yeah, I thought today, let go live on the Monday. It's the last day I can go live this month. And your donations are helping so that I can get one more live in during this month. Hey, you guys, are you hungry? So I thought, no, let's do it. Let's do it. We have to do it. We want to do it. It's fun. Yeah, they eat this funny stuff. Look at that, Enzo. You guys probably can't see it. Here you go. Let's move on. Let's move on. He wants to fight me. He wants to fight me. He's got me. He's got me. Look at this, guys. No, he's. Thanks, Enzo. Diego, you came to help me. I've got a hole in my jeans now because of him, and he doesn't want to let me go. Yeah, it's only because I've got this in my hand now. Look at Inky coming to prevent him. Come on, guys, he's funny. Thinks he's funny. He didn't get me with those hooks of his, at least. Hey, there you go. Oh man, let me get through here. It's a little muddy here. Not very much muddy, but a little muddy. Muddy enough. Yeah, it's not easy to feed the Muscovies when there's one that wants to bite ya. Hey, my car got a wash. So I went to the dropping off all those leaves and stuff at the junkyard yesterday because I went to feed the cats again. So I want to try and go twice a week and fill up their container. If I can do that, like, I know at least they have food. I can't go there every day. It's just too much to do. But for me to get out, I can only do so much. But I will try and do as much as I can to get them. Hey, it's starting to rain a little again. Let me just see what I can do here. Okay, oh, my hands are frozen, guys. Get the writing back on here. Do you have 65 now? I don't know. 65. I already fed them there. I don't think I've got this all blocked up for the rain. Put newspapers in the exhaust systems and in any little hole in the engine and everywhere, so that it's impossible for water to go in. I want to start this engine again, run it a little bit, but only if it's dry, and if it's been dry for a week or two, so I won't do that pretty soon. Yeah, things you have to do. Whew. Walking into a warm house. And not that there's anything making heat in this house. It's just the building itself that is hot. I just want to rinse this off my hand quickly, guys. Yeah, let me just wait for the warm water. Ooh, because it's so cold. If I'm not going to use warm water, it's going to make my hands maybe fall off. I don't want that. That's the last thing I want. Oh, now it's hot. And I don't want my hands in the hot water either, because I've done that a few times. Then your fingers swell up. You can't do nothing. Your fingers swell up so fast. Your hands want. Oh, come on. You have to heat them up slowly. That's it. Okay, now my other fingers. Guys, I just want to do this quickly. Oh, this one, I think I'm letting it heat up too quickly. That's it. Whew. And then just dry it here. Let me just put this down quickly and dry my hands. That's better. Whew. Okay, let's take the man purse and get out of the kitchen. Dinosaur eggs! Rosemary Cole, I just said that today. I walked in at the toy department at the grocery store and I said, dinosaur eggs! And there's a lot of dinosaur things there. Funny that you mention it now. Donation? Let me see. Michaels or Michelle S. No, buy them dinosaur eggs. If I can just find real dinosaur eggs, I'll be the first one to buy them. I'll buy them immediately. The tigers, are they done eating already? Wow, they are quick. Let's go see them. A little dark inside here. Yeah, I must start doing the dinosaur egg thing again. Maybe it'll help. Too much inappropriate talking here. Next time. Dean Nichols. What is inappropriate, Nichols? Yeah, Dean Nichols. Vegetarian cat. He wants cream. Cream time. Hi, Chris. K9, that gap is less than a quarter inch. Should we give them some cream? Guys, I've got the kitty cats there. I've made them a nice warm thing with water, hot water from the microwave, because I've been making for the whole day. I just put it back in the microwave and then they can actually nice hot place to sleep. Trappies, are you here, Trappies? Let's do a cream. Let's do the cream thing. I bought some cream today. I bought 5, guys. And I cleaned my little fridge. This is now my little fridge. That's parrot food. This is a piece of cheese that just in case I need to eat something before I go to sleep. This my niece brought over 2 years ago. She said when we've got something to celebrate, we'll have a bottle of champagne. This is just water, mineral water, a little medicines for the monkeys that's got diabetes. But yeah, I actually cleaned up my little fridge today. Can you believe it? Sometimes we have to do what we have to do. How did the cat like it, Mel? It's not a question for me. Warm theme. Oh, are you talking about the interest thing? Look, it's not wrong all over. But if everyone is doing it and they're all collecting it and they are crushing the youth of the country, and not only I'm talking about only the 20-year-olds, they can start over. But it's a tradition. They are getting crushed 3 times in their life. When my dad passed away, he had nothing. He had nothing. Everything was taken from him. I don't think that's right. I didn't want to inherit anything. We're not like that. We don't care about those things. Hey, Enzo. But the bare fact that he didn't have anything, but he could have, because he worked his whole life earning a more than usual salary. There's something wrong with that picture. I don't think that should be, it should have been like that. Hey, but maybe it is like a game of Monopoly. You use some luck, you use some skill, and you print your own money on the side, and you are able to land on any one of those hotels and pay up. And if they land on your hotels, they can't. And I guess that's how it works here. But I'm sorry if I offend anybody that is doing that. But in a different country, like I said, there is at least companies that has been developed, and it gives the option of people having the ability to find a job and to pay for anything that they have borrowed or bought. And that is a wonderful thing, that you have an option. Oh, please. Who is pulling this thing? Dainty. Bob Filer. Actually buy them a Schubel egg. Yeah, now you're talking. That's the most like a dinosaur look like him. Yeah, they are. Hey, look at this. He just took his foot in his mouth. And he didn't even... Yeah, make those toenails a little shorter, Diego. We can all use some shorter toenails on all of the dogs. Guys, he just put the dog's foot in his mouth and he didn't do anything. Yeah, Enzo, it's going to fall. It's going to drop. Enzo, I'm gonna take this then. Oh, too late. There it fell. Yeah, Enzo likes to scare me by trying to show that he will bite my finger. I think he is trying to protect me from putting my finger in by tigers. He is showing me that he will grab my finger, although he never have, but he's acted like he would. Yeah, it's finished, Diego. I'm so sorry, boy. Just a little bit. That's it. Now it's done. I'm just gonna throw this out here for now because I'm not gonna. Oh, my finger is now cold. Happy tigers, happy Michael. Well, happy. We happy. Maybe time for river fish. Thanks so much for the live, Michael. It's a pleasure, Michelle. And I have to say thank you to all of you that gave me a donation. And yeah, it is really nice of you. Do you want cheese now? I've got cheese, Stacy. Dried fish sticks. Yeah, it's a little dark here now. I started at 5 o'clock. I wanted to start at 5 past and then 10 past 5 and go on like that as we get more sun. But today I knew it was going to be quite dark. So I started at 5 exactly. And I'm glad I did because it's going to get dark real quick. Thank you very much for the live. It's a pleasure, Tracy. All right, guys, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you very much for being here. I hope we can do this again on Wednesday. We'll see what happens. I'm sure it will be fine. And then we can give the boys some cream again. All right, guys, thanks a lot. I'll see you guys during the week, maybe with a video or two. Goodbye and thanks again, Kadil Ali. Thank you, Bilzabad. Have a great birthday. Bye all, and thank you for the birthday wishes. It's a pleasure. Thanks, Michael. Be happy and blessed. Take care, everyone. Nashla, Du, Nika, and Michael. It sounds like I have a good night's sleep. Douche. Nisha, Du. No, I'm not going to guess because douche is bar. No, it's a shower. Douche. Douche is shower in French. Sorry, but that's not French. All right. See you guys again. Have a great.